The Trashy issue, wherein our heroes' matches catch fire. My interview with me.
So, Kale.
Yes, Kale?
Let's talk about your love life.
Do we have to? Couldn't we talk about my zine?
Kale, this interview is for your zine.
Right.
So, it's Friday. Got a big date tonight?
Sure. It's like I do every Friday night. Big date with my toenails.
Ouch. So, what brought you to this sad state? Let's review, shall we? 1, I lust for Frank Manning Haya. 2, I step in his salad. 3, I go out on a date with him and tell him off over a few minor fashion don'ts. And 4, I'm loveless and scraping calluses in the bathtub. So how are your other friends faring? Well, Ross is having a sexual identity crisis. Mary E's love life just plain doesn't exist, unless you count that guy at the rave with the giant pupils who kept trying to lick her wrist. I see. So, what are you gonna do about your love lives, Kale? I don't know. Depends how desperate we get.
Put the paper down and step away from the personals.
Circle that one.
Ugh, you're kidding.
Yep, but circle it anyway.
You guys, the personals are for desperate people.
Yeah.
Your point?
Ew, you circled a guy with a frog fetish?
He makes me laugh. Ugh, I guess I just hope for immaculate conception.
Well, at least you know it's guys you miss. I'm not even too sure what I'm pining for.
Okay, I said I wasn't gonna do this, but since this is a special situation, I'm gonna set you guys up.
You.
That's okay.
You guys don't think I could do it? You think I suck at love stuff, don't you?
Well, no offense, Kale, but the last date you had was perfectly frank.
What, so my whole reputation is ruined? Oh, man. You guys gotta help me get it back. Come on, let me set you up.
Okay, but could we do this in, like, Picton or somewhere?
I'll drive.
No. I'm gonna prove to you how good I am right here. You just watch. I'm gonna find you a frog-free boy, okay? I'm gonna find you,
Might as well try chicks next.
Done. By this time next week, you'll both be grubbing with your new honeys.
Next over, Stiglick.
This circled guy. You done with him?
Yeah.
Cool.
Him?
Mm-hmm. He's Catholic, plus he's a drummer in this band Mary E likes.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about drummers.
No, Ethan, what do they say?
I don't know, but you never hear anything good about them.
Yeah, like stand-up comedians have a great track record when it comes to relationships.
Look, all I'm saying is that
you seem to have a vested interest in who Mary E dates, and I'm not pleased about it, so you better just stop it, okay?
Kale? Hi! I was just, I'm Oscar. Dumpster diver.
Oh my God!
I was hoping to take you up on your offer. Come visit anytime.
Oscar the dumpster diver, of course you can stay with us. Hey!
Better not. Think I could just borrow some lighter fluid? I'm gonna need to burn my clothes in your driveway.
What?
Oh, it's, skin lice. Very smart strain. So far, they've evaded all my best defenses. Actually, if you could just hose me down out there, that'd be great. Oh, it doesn't smell bad. It's orangey. Like Subway cleaner. Dogs love it.
no. He's your friend who stays in your room and doesn't touch anything of mine. That includes my spot on the couch.
He's perfect.
Huh?
He's cute, he writes the most popular zine in the country, and he's outdoorsy.
Hold on, you're setting up Mary E. with Mr. Ripe.
Soon as I delouse him. How about her?
No, perfume smells like a baby.
What about her?
Two will drain your blood and leave you dying in the moonlight.
What about one of the twins?
Two conjoined.
What about Jenny? Yes. Cute, funny, president of the debating team, ergo completely and unreasonably argumentative. She's perfect.
Wait, no, don't.
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Strained metaphor minute. For the first time, I think I feel what the rhesus guy must have felt when, after months of toiling in his laboratory, he finally matched up chocolate and peanut butter. The sense of accomplishment, of triumph, and as he sat back and admired that fledgling cup take its first steps to market, he must have said to himself, "Job well done, rhesus guy." Well, that's what I'm saying to myself today. Job well done, matchmaker girl. It's not for you.
What am I supposed to do for food?
Eat out like mom and dad.
Oh, right.
Hey, guys. Hey, man.
He's so cute, I can't stand it.
Oh, hey. Are you Mary E?
Hi.
Hi.
So, Oscar, how's the skin lice?
Still fighting the good fight, Ethan. Yeah, just hope I won't have to shave my head again.
As long as that's all you have to shave. So, what's the day in the life of a dumpster diver like, anyway?
Oh, it's one cheap thrill after another. Like today in Chinatown, at one point, I was up to my eyeballs in eyeballs.
Oscar, your sense of humor is even better in person.
Yeah, Oscar, you're right.
You know, I should get going.
What?
I've got so much homework to do, plus my aunt's dog needs dialysis, and I promised I'd help.
God, that's so sad.
Yep, and little elf Mo is like her child.
Elfmo.
Yeah, her other dog couldn't say Elmo, and it kind of stuck. Well, gotta go.
Well, at least there's still Ross.
Think about what you're saying. These kids didn't ask to be born that way. Give them a break.
Give me a break. Why would you spend money on a state-of-the-art swing set for a bunch of mental handicaps who can barely walk when there are perfectly normal kids 2 blocks away who have been using the same textbooks since 1977?
Well, money's tight and people...
Exactly. I mean, it's not like they know the difference. It just sickens me to see the way people ease their guilty consciences by treating retards like little pets.
What?
Hell, why don't we just dress them up in little booties, put them on leashes, and parade them around town? It'd actually be a little more dignified than the way we treat them now.
Retards as pets? Yeah, Ross, even for you.
It'd never work with her. I mean, not only is she a bleeding heart mush mine, but look at her. She totally reflects her eyebrows.
Strained metaphor minute. Okay, this situation is not unlike the kitty in that poster that hangs in there. Just because that kitty wasn't able to match up his kitten friends with dates on the first try, that doesn't mean it's gonna give up. No, it's gonna hang in there. Now, I may only be holding on by one paw, but I am not gonna let that get me down either. That little kitty can do it. So can I.
Okay. So we have to assess the personalities at hand and then decide how to proceed. Now, what is most important to Mary E?
Kamikazes? Tequila? Spirituality?
Bingo. You want to make this Oscar thing happen, you got to find out what he believes in. There's got to be a connection there somewhere, right?
My interview with Oscar. So, Oscar, what are your views on spirituality?
Well, it's like faith, right? Some people have faith God exists. I have faith he doesn't. It's obvious to anyone who's thought about it. The Christian religion is the chief enemy of moral progress in this world. Well, basically, polygamy is an impulse, right? Now, that means it's natural. So for me, that's the way of going. You know, freedom, nature, polygamy.
So, any room to move on this polygamy thing?
No.
Okay.
Now, Ross, if he's not gay, then he's at least gay-like, right? So if he secretly likes guys, then the kind of girl Ross is like...
Needs to be like a guy.
Precisely. Now think, Bradshaw, Otto, Body.
Kendra Bradshaw. Cute, in a husky kind of way. She works at her dad's garage.
And she plays all-city rugby.
Okay. We're meeting Kendra next door. Now, what are our taboo topics?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll let you
Abortion.
pierce your ears again.
Pierce them again? My God, she is a little girl, not a baby dress-up.
Yeah, I figured that out when she started with the realistic tears and crap.
Oh, you swear in front of her too. How charming. You know, it's not too late to put her malnourished little body into children's aid.
Oh, yeah? Well, it's not too late for you to shut up.
Okay, so we've got Kendra waiting.
Forget Kendra. Our nation's future is hanging in the balance here.
Then again... On the bright side, I'm not afraid to admit it when I fail. So I'm useless at love stuff. So, at least we'll all be together in our singledom. That's not so bad, right? Mary E.
Oh, guess who I caught scoping for donuts in the bin behind the church?
Guilty.
Yeah.
Then guess who volunteered for our homeless outreach program? What a sweetie.
Hello?
Put on some coffee, would you?
Ross? What have I done? The Now Gal's Guide to Everything. Hubris, a noun meaning arrogant pride. By now I've realized that it's hubris that's driven me to destroy my friends' lives. You don't believe me? Exhibit A. Ross no longer spends his off hours reading libertarian journals. He's researching diaper stats on absorption and leakage control. Exhibit B. Mary E's rosary is history. She's sworn off the church in the name of diver theology. I guess it's time for a good old-fashioned talking to for both of them. But he basically told me he thought religion is immoral.
Well, historically, it's hard to argue with him.
But what about the whole polygamy thing? Don't tell me that's not screwed.
I don't know. I think his ideas are actually quite refreshing.
Mary E, but
Face it, Kale. You are a love goddess. You rule. Now I've got to run. It's garbage night in the annex.
Ross, seriously, there's stuff about Shanna you don't know.
Yeah, she told me about the dancing. I gotta hand it to her. She's working to provide for her child, and she's never taken welfare.
That's great, but you know she smokes, right?
She's on the patch.
But she wears a hemp t-shirt. She voted NDP.
Kale, what is the problem here?
You're making a terrible mistake. Open your eyes. You're miserable. You're not in love.
Or is it you're miserable and you're not in love? Look, the way that I see it, Shanna is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Do you have any idea what it feels like to finally have this whole guy-girl thing resolved? I'm a breeder. I have an instinct to breed. I'm ecstatic. And I owe it all to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, Claw and I have a date for the sandbox.
Oh. Everyone is in love except me. The old matchmaker maid. Postcards from my life. Dear Kale, greetings from Spinster Gulch, just off the old maid exit. Well, what a time we had with Snowball's rhinotracheitis shot. Meanwhile, poor Cornelius is having a little ear mite visit again, that plus the ringworm, the poor dear does suffer. Gotta run, love connections on. That Chuck Woolery is so handsome. love Kale. So I meet up with Ross and Mary E later on, and here's what it looked like. Here are Mary E and Ross walking the walk of people in the love club. Let's listen in to what I'm sure they must be saying.
You know, Mary E, the thing about being in love is, it's so great.
I know. It's like when you're not in love, it's so lame. But you don't even know it because you're not in love.
Exactly. I feel so sorry for anybody who's not in love right now.
Indeed. Are they ever missing out? Take Oscar, for instance. If I didn't have his grimy neck to wash tonight, I would feel like such a loser.
And I just know Shanna's gonna yell at me later for no good reason. I cherish those moments.
We are the luckiest people in the world.
Unlike Kale.
Poor, poor, loveless Kale. Oscar!
Your trashy girlfriend's here.
Where do you get off, you little punk? You get those ideas right out of your head. You got it? You got it?
What was that? Hey, what happened?
Oscar! Oh my God, are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm just gonna go grab a burger.
Do you want me to?
No, I'll see you in a bit.
What was that all about?
I don't know, Mary E. That was so weird.
Is it wrong that I was totally titillated by that?
Don't talk dirty in front of me.
Titillate isn't dirty.
It just sounds dirty. It's what's so satisfying about it. It's like, Regina.
Stop.
Pianist.
Flying buttress.
Caucus.
Punt.
Circumscribe. Come on, Stigley, get in the game.
How about crap?
Okay. Bushwhacker.
I can't believe it. Normally I'd be right in there yelling coccyx and titmouse. I just stood there feeling sorry for myself. I feel like I've ruined their lives only they don't know it yet.
Look, Kale, nobody forced Mary E to give up her religion, right? Nobody forced Ross to give up his politics, though many much braver than you have tried.
I know, but
It's love, right? I can't explain it any more than I can explain why you like red bean cakes, why I like black bean cakes.
you like black bean cakes?
See?
All right, fine then. I give up. Hands off, mouth shut. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that could make me meddle in Ross or Mary E's affairs again.
Just a sec. Brushing my teeth.
He what?
He pees in the sink.
Oh my God. Oh, to think I could have married that man.
I know, I'm sorry.
What's the big deal?
Dalal, he peed in the sink.
So what? I mean, it saves time.
Shh, don't listen to him. He'll be fine. Okay, he'll be fine.
He seems so perfect.
Hey, Kale, I thought you said you weren't gonna meddle anymore. Hands off, mouth shut.
No jury would convict me. I know, I swore I wasn't gonna meddle, but my best friend was about to commit to that beast. And now my other best friend is masking his true self in a loveless relationship with a surly single mother with a ZZ Top tattoo.
For the crime of meddling, being judgmental, and begrudging other people their happiness, a jury of your peers finds you completely justified. I mean, my God, he peed in the sink. Now keep up the good work and help your other friend. Scoot, scoot.
Okay, whose leather jacket is that?
It's Crash's. Claw's father. He just got out of jail.
Oh. Wait a second. You didn't break Ross's heart, because if you did, we're gonna...
Shh. First of all, Ross who? Second of all, hardly. Go see for yourself. He's out by the dumpster.
Dalal!
Yeah.
You seen Ross?
No, I haven't seen him today.
Oscar?
Mary! Hi, everybody. It's just, looking for stuff.
Yeah. Have you seen Ross?
Hi. How are you?
Cheese, please. Cheese-flavored moment. Seeing Ross in the dumpster with a goofy grin on his face and love in his heart got me so choked up it gets a spot on the fridge as this month's cheese-flavored moment. All together now. Aww.
Shouldn't we tell Ross about the pee thing?
Guys don't care, okay?
My interview with Ethan. So, Ethan, my enlightened brother.
Go away.
I had this theory, and I just wanted to
Will
check
you
it
take
out.
a hike?
So why'd you deck Oscar anyway? I mean, you guys seemed like you were getting pretty tight, and I was...
Yeah, he wishes. Closest he's gonna get to me is my fist in his face ever comes on to me again. I told him he's so hard up. You ought to switch on by to your pal Corollas. Bunch of
Yep. Thought so. Editor's note. The views of my brother do not necessarily reflect the views of this zine maker. Thank God.